Well, the shelves are bare at many of the 71 Market Basket locations from Massachusetts to Maine, as the public battle over the future of the supermarket chain shows no sign of slowing. Defiant workers gathered outside the company's distribution center in Tewksbury today, demanding the reinstatement of ousted CEO Arthur T. Demoulas and demonstrating their contempt for anyone who hasn't taken up the cause. Former warehouse supervisor Dean Joyce says he was fired for his advocacy and that Market Basket's new leadership will regret it.
They poked at the bear, and they're going to pay for that. That fired up my guys even more. Without my warehouse workers and without my drivers, we're the one that makes this whole company go.
5 miles away at Market Basket's Tewksbury store, head cashier Juan Acevedo said calls for a customer boycott seem to be working.
Customers are bringing receipts from Hanover Shop, Stop and Shop. They put them in the window. They coming by to honk, support, and that's it. It's pretty much, it's a ghost town here. No one's here until ATD comes back.
There was a statement released late this afternoon by Market Basket's co-CEOs. It read in part, the individuals who were terminated took significant actions that harmed the company and therefore compromised Market Basket's ability to be there for our customers. We are committed to earning the trust and acceptance of our associates and Market Basket's customers and hope that our associates will judge us not on our promises, but on our actions. That's Felicia Thornton and James Gooch, Market Basket co-CEOs. So is an amicable resolution to this feud out of the question? Peter Cohen is a management consultant and venture capitalist, and Ian Cross is a senior lecturer at Bentley University who specializes in marketing and branding. Hey, welcome to both of you. Thanks for being here on Greater Boston.
Thank you.
My sense for the past few days has been that Market Basket's employees are winning this battle, at least in the court of public opinion and in the media. But Peter, I believe you have a little bit of a different take. You don't think they're winning, right?
Well, they may feel like they're winning, but this is not a democracy. The decisions are being made by the board of directors. The board of directors has been tilted to favor Arthur S., and Arthur S.'s side of the family who wants to milk the business for dividends. Arthur T. was beloved by the employees and by the customers because he had a very effective strategy of basically having low prices, treating workers well, and creating long-term customer loyalty, which is a great strategy for building a business and keeping it going for a long period of time. But Arthur S. wants to use the business as a piggy bank, basically. And in my view, if they run it the way Arthur S. wants to run it, what's going to happen is that the employees are not going to be happy. They're going to stop treating the customers as well, and the business may keep going on for a long time, but it will not be a successful business that can grow. And therefore, since there seems to be this dispute going on, perhaps from an investment standpoint, they'd be better off just selling the business. Maybe Arthur T. can take the money and start a new grocery store because he seems to like to run that business, and then Arthur S.'s family can take that money and invest it somewhere else because it's not a very profitable business. They'd probably get higher dividends and higher investment returns investing that money somewhere else.
Okay, Ian Cross, do you agree with that take, or do you have a different angle?
Well, I think that, as Peter said, that the challenge is in this hyper-competitive supermarket business that with customers not going to the store, with the public value of the company declining, customers are going to lose confidence in the store, so profit revenues are going to go down, which makes it a less attractive option. And if you look at the supermarket business in general, what Demoulas have very cleverly done is created a market for themselves with low prices in a much more friendlier environment than, say, a Walmart. So you've got customers that have been going to Demoulas for generations. And as you can tell from my voice, I've been in Boston for 20 years, but we were always told when we moved to our town, go to Market Basket for the best prices.
That was early advice that you got?
That was the advice that we've got. That's the best place to go for the best prices. So now when we shop, and this is true for many people in this state, if you want everyday low prices, to coin Walmart, to take Walmart's phrase, you pretty much go to Market Basket for groceries. If you want specialty items, then you'll go to Whole Foods. So the middle ground is being fought by the Stop and Shops and the Shores. Demoulas have really taken that bottom, taken the everyday values side of the market. And the challenge is now is that the most effective strategy in marketing is word of mouth. So I mean, you can't, everybody in the street, all your co-workers will be telling you it's no point going to Demoulas right now. despite what you might think, despite your opinion on whether you think the workers are right or the management's right, it's no point going to DeMoulas right now because it's a pain to be there. It's an uncomfortable environment, and there's no product on the shelf. So why go?
But if that leads to, hypothetically, the reinstatement of Arthur T. DeMoulas, then the workers who have protested and helped strip the shelves bare will have gotten what they wanted, and presumably will be back to the status quo before all this broke out. Do you think that's an actual possibility? Any chance that he's reinstated as a result of this?
I don't think so.
Why not?
Because the two have been fighting for decades over this business. And finally, Arthur S. has had a victory. He's gotten some board members on there who are a little bit more on his side. And I think that he's not going to give up that victory because some of the workers, a lot of the workers are on the street. In fact, it's very surprising to me. It's almost like Tahrir Square. They think that by going out and protesting, they're going to foment a change in leadership. But in business, it generally doesn't work that way.
But I just like jump in there. I mean, we're talking about a Greek family, so I can't resist the analogy to the Trojan War here. And it seems that this could be a Pyrrhic victory for Arthur S. That yes, he has got his management team in place, but with value of the company being driven down and fewer customers, what's he going to be left with?
Peter, you said that in business you don't usually have popular demonstrations leading to changes at the highest levels of management structure, but this is really a remarkably anomalous situation. Yes. I was thinking about this. I cannot think of another example in my life where you had workers at all levels of a company this fiercely attached to an individual in the corporate leadership structure. Can you think of anything that's analogous?
I can't think of anything analogous myself. But what is striking to me is that the people who are working in these jobs are not the highest skilled labor. It's not like you have people with PhDs from MIT. So in theory, what management could do is they could replace all these people who are on strike with other people who will, be happy to accept the job because we have not the lowest unemployment situation in the world, and basically those people would kind of go away.
So Ian Cross, if management took that tack, how do you think customers would respond and the public as a whole?
Well, I think DeMoulas Market Basket has clearly lost the PR war. They're losing the marketing communications war completely. They don't have a coherent, credible message. And many of the people that work in Market Basket are somebody's neighbors. And even if you're not their neighbor, you still appreciate the value. You're used to seeing the same people in the store serving you, year after year. So I don't think it is a credible strategy to simply fire all the workers.
All right, Ian Cross, Peter Cohen, thank you both for joining us.